history. Welcome to Ottawa as Hockey Day becomes Hockey Night in Canada. Sanderson up with a puck. He'll get it into the Canadian zone. Suzuki after it. Through the crease. Demidov centered. It goes off a skate and Carolina had to block it. Caufield again. Canadians buzzing. Caufield for Suzuki. Holds on. Check by Zhu. Got it back for Caufield. Up for Slafkovsky. Scores. Juraj Slafkovsky with his 60th career goal and 150th career point lights the lamp first in Ottawa.
Trocheck, who takes the penalty in New York on the offensive zone. Ottawa lit them up early, and now you take a penalty in the offensive zone, and all of a sudden Montreal
got it ahead to Lars Eller. Eller can't get around Lane Hudson. Anderson takes a hit from Nick Cousins. Here's Jensen.
Both are struggling. They bring up Fowler. Fowler kind of seals it early, gets a couple of wins. Now, he wasn't winning as much at the end as Kelly was talking about, but you know what? The other guys started playing better.
Scores! A turnover in the slot, and the Canadians make it a 2-0 game thanks to Zachary Bolduc.
To me, if I had to make a choice, I would say it looks like it's offside.
That was a quick decision. Here's Francis Charon.
After coach's challenge, video review, the play was deemed to be offside. We have no goal. We set the clock to 8:35.
To Caufield again. Return feed. Suzuki waiting. Caufield for Suzuki. Fanned on it. Giroux trying to get in his way. Caufield up with it. Canadians kept it in. Scores! Caufield! 2-0 Montreal.
Body position to squeeze this puck off along the wall on the fan by Suzuki. There, he leans into him right there, but Suzuki ends up winning the battle for the puck, and then Chabot gets too close to it. As the battle's going on, Chabot is going to get uptight right there. You see him in the picture, and they don't win that battle, and now all of a sudden you got a 2-on-1 coming down to the net. If Chabot just sits off a little bit and waits, he can contain the area a little bit more.
Sanderson quickly into the Canadian zone, right to the net. Stop. Montembeault, rebound. Tkachuk scores. Brady Tkachuk.
This power play. What a job by Jake Sanderson. He just is blowing up the ice. He backs everybody off, and then he goes, you know what? I have a crack at this. I'll take it right to the net. And he does. Giroux comes in because everybody from the Canadiens kind of peels off. And Giroux redirects this puck back across to Tkachuk. And Montembeault makes the read.
Eller swings it back. Nick Cousins will dump it in. Stutzla on the puck. He's got room. Scores! What a goal! Tim Stutzla. A highlight reel one, and it's 2-2.
That's just dirty. That is, wow. They don't look at it as a disadvantage whatsoever. Stutzla goes in with Carrier and wins the battle for the puck. As he pulls it out, it goes back through his legs and then up on the short side over the stick side of Montembeault. And this is just taking what they give you, and by putting the puck backwards through his legs, he protects it from anybody poking it off his stick like Demidov is coming in.
Back for Matheson. He'll throw it to the net. Kicked up by Marilyn-Joe. Couldn't get to the rebound. Anderson is on it. He'll shoot. Scores! Josh Anderson snaps it home. And the Canadians get the lead right back.
What a bounce-back shift for the Montreal Canadiens. I got to tell you, Barnes, I had a seeing-eye view of that shot coming off of Anderson's stick, short side of the net, and I watched that thing go right in. The shot comes to the net. Here's the rebound. Anderson's going to walk into the middle. Look at the traffic. You've got Gallagher and Jensen together as Deno just fanned on that one off the rebound. And good retrieval by Montreal. And then it's a quick snapshot. And when that thing left his stick, you could, from my vantage point, you could see it.
Giroux for Stutzla. Back to the point. Sanderson at the line. Down into the corner for Stützle. Up high. Chance for Cousins. Scores! Dylan Cousins ties it at 3.
Nice job by Sanderson at the blue line to keep this in. It gets dumped back and gets pointed out. He's got Evans all over him, so he lobs it in. Stützle knocks it out of the air as it's going around the glass and then settles it down and lays it out in the slot to Cousins. And he doesn't make a mistake. He's got some traffic in front of Montembeault, and he just pulls the trigger on it.
He was looking for a call as he couldn't get the shot on Maryland, and Ottawa back the other way. Stützle stops up with it. Played it up high. Sanderson has got it. Beats it over to Zub. Throw towards the net. It's in the goal. They score! Perron might have helped that one in.
On the hands. Should have been a call. He was yelling at the referee. The puck moves down the other end. And then this little wrist shot to the net is going to get by to the right of Montembeault. And as it's bouncing along, it either hits Dobson or Perron. It's hard to tell. This one might show us a little more. Oh, it got off Perron's stick, I think. I think Perron got a stick on that. The veteran, the cagey veteran.
Down the wing, watched by Jensen. To the line. Dobson on it. Dobson shot off the leg of Craig. He'll race after it. Shabbat and Pinto join the rush. Craig drops. Sanderson shoots. Scores!
Marvelous job after that first goal. A shot trying to get through by Dobson, gets blocked by Gregg. Now it's a 2-on-1, but Shabbat comes out of the box, so it's a 3-on-1, and nobody really thinks about it being a 4-on-2, which is Sanderson's joining this thing, and good on Sanderson to jump on in this play. A lot of players will see the 3-on-1 taking place, and they'll just watch it happen. Not Sanderson. He gets up in the play, and he ends up being the guy that Gregg decides to draw. Got a real low pulse, can play in high anxiety situations.
To know when the draw scores! Hudson shot tipped in front, and the Canadiens are within one as they get the goal with an net empty on a deflection by Juraj Slafkovsky.
Well, you got to win the face-off. That's the key. You got to win the draw. You got to win the, or Danault, excuse me. Danault wins the draw, and then here comes the shot to the net, and the tip by Slafkovsky. He's a bit higher up than expected, but Hudson does the right thing. You can't wait very long. This shot's got to come to the net quickly, so he's not going to get as much mustard on it because his weight is shifting over, but he gets enough on it to get it to the net. And Slafkovsky
Jensen at the point, kept it in. Hudson is on a long pass up at center. Anderson will back his way in the Ottawa zone. Chopping at it with Tkachuk. Here's Demidov with it. Demidov dropped it. Carrier scores! Tie game 5-5 on Hockey Day.
Possibly step up to play this. Here's the indirect. Look at Shabbat. He steps up and goes by Anderson. Like, you're defending a one-goal lead. You got to stay underneath him. I understand you want to step up and intercept the puck, but you have to contain Anderson. Don't let him in the zone. And then Carrier follows the play up. Rips this thing top shelf. A bit of a flutter, but nonetheless, it finds the top of
Back for Matheson. Matheson shooting. Loose puck in front. Maryland and down. Great chance for Nick Suzuki. Couldn't lift it over the goaltender. Tkachuk will fire it down the ice. And this game will go to overtime. Take it. Sanderson off the boards. Claude Giroux has got it. Caufield hustling back. Caufield trying to get him away. Giroux's pass. He put it over to Stützle and he banned on it. 2-1 Canadiens. Caufield tees it up. Scores! Mr. Saturday Night is the hero in overtime again, and the Canadiens win it 6-5.
I think Dobson might have got a piece of it. There's the stretch pass to Caufield. Sanderson is taking away the one-timer to Suzuki. He knows his goaltender will have no chance on that one, so he lets the shot come. Marylainen gets a piece of it, and this thing is going to squeeze through him and into the net. And Mr. Saturday Night, who leads the league with 21 Saturday night goals, finishes this one off for the Montreal.